Have you ever argued with someone only to realize they weren't trying to understand you? They just wanted to win. No matter how much logic you used, no matter how calm you stayed, they twisted your words, ignored facts, and dragged you into unnecessary drama. And that's when intelligent people understand something most people never learn. Not every battle deserves your energy, because dealing with difficult, irrational, or emotionally immature people isn't about proving you're right. It's about protecting your peace. Today, you'll discover how intelligent people handle stupid people without losing their sanity, dignity, or self-respect. And trust me, the final lesson might completely change the way you deal with others forever. Let's begin. Point 1. They don't argue with everyone. Intelligent people understand a painful truth. Some people aren't looking for solutions. They're looking for conflict. They don't want understanding. They want attention. And the moment you realize this, you stop trying to convince everyone. Because not every disagreement requires a response. Sometimes, silence is wisdom. Sometimes, walking away is strength. And sometimes, protecting your peace is more important than protecting your ego. Remember this: winning an argument with a fool often costs more than losing it. And the next habit separates emotionally intelligent people from everyone else. Point 2. They control their emotions. Stupid people react. Intelligent people respond. One is controlled by emotion. The other is guided by awareness. Anyone can lose their temper. Anyone can say hurtful words. But remaining calm when someone tests your patience, that's true strength. Because the moment you lose control over your emotions, you hand control over your life to someone else. Intelligent people pause. They breathe, they think, and then they decide whether the situation deserves their energy. Because emotional control isn't weakness, it's power. And the next lesson might save you years of frustration. Point 3. They stop expecting everyone to think like them. One of the biggest causes of disappointment is expecting wisdom from people who haven't developed it yet. Intelligent people understand that everyone sees life through different experiences, different values, different levels of awareness. This doesn't mean lowering your standards. It means adjusting your expectations. Not everyone will understand your vision. Not everyone will appreciate your growth. And not everyone deserves access to your energy. The sooner you accept this, the more peaceful your life becomes. Because acceptance doesn't mean agreement. It means understanding reality for what it is. And the next principle may be the most powerful mindset shift of all.
Point 4. They set boundaries without guilt. Intelligent people understand that kindness does not mean allowing others to disrespect you. Many people stay in unhealthy situations because they are afraid of disappointing others. They say yes when they want to say no. They tolerate behavior that slowly destroys their peace. But intelligent people know that boundaries are not walls designed to push people away. They are guidelines that teach others how to treat you. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary. Because every time you betray your own values to satisfy someone else, you lose a part of yourself. Respect begins with self-respect. And the next principle explains why some people remain calm even in the middle of chaos. Point 5. They choose their battles wisely. Not every problem deserves your attention. Not every insult deserves a response. And not every misunderstanding deserves an explanation. Intelligent people ask themselves one important question: will this matter a year from now? If the answer is no, they refuse to waste their peace on temporary situations. They understand that attention is one of their most valuable resources. Where your attention goes, your energy follows. That is why they focus on what truly matters: their goals, their growth, their purpose. Because protecting your focus is one of the highest forms of intelligence. And the next lesson reveals the difference between people who stay stuck and people who continue to grow. Point 6. They focus on solutions, not complaints. Anyone can identify problems. Few people take responsibility for finding solutions. Stupid people often spend their lives blaming circumstances, criticizing others, and waiting for someone to rescue them. Intelligent people choose a different path. They ask, what can I learn from this? What can I control? What action can I take right now? They understand that life is not always fair. Challenges are unavoidable. Disappointments are inevitable. But growth begins the moment you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? Complaining changes nothing. Action changes everything. The people who transform their lives are not those who avoid difficulties. They are the ones who respond to difficulties with courage, responsibility, and determination. And the final lessons may be the most powerful mindset shifts of all. Point 7. They stop trying to change everyone. One of the most exhausting mistakes people make is believing they can change someone who has no desire to change. Intelligent people understand a difficult truth. Advice only works when the other person is willing to listen. You cannot force maturity. You cannot force awareness. And you cannot force someone to value the lessons they are not ready to learn. Instead of trying to fix everyone around them, intelligent people focus on improving themselves. They lead by example. They offer guidance when it's welcomed, and when it's not, they let go. Because peace begins the moment you stop carrying responsibilities that were never yours. Sometimes the wisest decision is not changing people. It's changing your distance from them. And the final lesson may be the one that protects your future more than anything else. Point 8. They protect their inner peace at all costs. Intelligent people know that success means very little if it costs them their mental peace. They are careful about who they allow into their lives. They avoid unnecessary drama. They limit negativity. And they understand that not every invitation deserves acceptance. Peace is not found by accident. It is created through daily choices. The choice to walk away from toxic situations, the choice to forgive without reconnecting, the choice to prioritize growth over chaos, because at the end of the day, your greatest responsibility is not proving yourself to everyone around you. It is becoming the best version of yourself. Remember this. You do not have to attend every argument you are invited to. You do not have to explain your worth to people committed to misunderstanding you. And you certainly do not have to sacrifice your peace just to keep others comfortable. The most intelligent people are not those who know the most facts. They are the ones who know where to invest their time, energy, and emotions. If today's video taught you anything, let it be this. Choose peace over pride, growth over ego, wisdom over reaction, and purpose over distraction, because the quality of your life depends on the quality of the choices you make every single day. If this video helped you see people and situations differently, don't keep these lessons to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're committed to becoming stronger, wiser, and more disciplined, subscribe to this channel and join us on this journey of self-improvement. Thank you for watching. Stay calm, stay focused, and never let the behavior of others steal the peace you've worked so hard to build.